today we have the lovely Lumia 920, the world's most innovative smartphone, and today we've announced the Lumia 925, which is the world's most innovative smartphone that's just got better. So these are the two flagship products that we have on show. We have 920 and the brand new Lumia 925. The main differences between the two is really about refinement. So on the 925 you'll notice a new material being used. So we have polycarbonate on the back, and that comes in three colours, so it comes in white, black and grey. But we have this anodised aluminium surround, which actually improves antenna performance. So the combination of the two really helps with all of the antennas in the device. So the signal will happen through the design. So we've got the new antenna at the bottom that will boost your signal, and great for LTE. But also the polycarbonate helps with all of the other antennas in the device. If we look at the camera, there's a new camera design, so we've taken the optical image stabilization we had on the 920 and we've improved it on the 925 by putting in an additional lens. So it's now got 6 Carl-sized lenses as opposed to 5, so that improves sharpness and clarity around your images. We've also added a new element to the screen. So we have an LCD screen on here and we have AMOLED now on the 925, which gives us improved clarity. But we've also worked on the sunlight readability. So you can see the 925 screen is a lot brighter and stronger in sunlight conditions, improved on an already strong model and world innovation within the 925. And actually, you can use super sensitive touch you can use with nails on the 920, so you can see I activated there. But with the 925, we've improved that, so you can literally use any material now to interact with your screen. So we've also improved that by putting Gorilla Glass 2 on the 925, so you'll see a robustness around the screen as well as great, as I said, excellent super sensitive touch. We've also introduced some new camera modes. So if I launch the cameras, and if I go into the lenses, we have on both devices Smart Cam. Smart Cam will come to all the current Windows 8 devices, 920, 820, 720, 620 this year at some point. We're not disclosing just when that's going to be just yet, but it will come preloaded on the 925. And this enables you to take, this shows off Smart Cam really well. So if I go into Smart Cam and load it up, I can now edit and tweak that, and you can do that any time. So here we see an example of best shot, so it'll try and pick the best shot for you. We then have action shot. Now this is great. So when you take the 10 photos, when they're overlay, you can actually choose which ones you see in the image. So I can take away, I can add, so I'm going to add a few more. And then what I can do is I can change the transparency, so I can choose which one's more visible and which ones are more transparent, so you get a really lovely action shot. If I go back again, we also have, this is my favourite, motion focus. So I'm really into sports and I love getting my action shots. So when I go snowboarding, things like that. And what I can do is I can change how much it's blurred in the background, so how fast it looks, and where we see our subject. So if you're taking a picture of a snowboarder, or if you're into any sports whatsoever, this is a great mode to capture your shot. If we go into change faces, you need a kind of a group of people, so we'll ignore that one. We've also got remove objects. So if I go into this, if you have an image where you want the landscape and you don't want the cyclist, you can actually remove that person, and I can add them back in. So you can remove things from images now as well, and that's all in one place. So rather than having to go into different apps to do that, you can just go into the one app, take your 10 photos, and then choose how you want to edit it afterwards. So that's another brand new feature that you'll see on the 925 first, and then that will be available on other Lumia devices from launch. And the final thing that we're going to have on the device from launch is a new way of editing. So if I go into options, I've got apps and we've got Creative Studio. Now Creative Studio is already on the 920, but we've got a new mode, a new version for the 925. So I can change filters, you can do that currently, but what I wanted to show you is if I go into the pencil mode, I can actually change the focus of my object now, so I can blur my object. So if I want to choose my focus area, so I'm going to choose the man, I just draw on the man, Now that'll be in focus. If I hit next, it will then ask me what part of the background I want to blur. If I hit OK, and I want all of this to be blurry. And now I hit next, you'll see that the man's in focus but the background's blurred. So that's one new way you can edit. We've also got, if I go back, a different way of blurring, but we've got this new colour pot which is really great. So I can actually choose a section to colour, or I can do this and it will show me what colours are available, and I can select and it will just highlight that colour. So there you go, you get a nice bit of blue there, or I can change that to the brown there. And finally, we've done this collage section, so I can pick a number of photos. So I can do that one, and then I can add another one. And you can see you can start making a collage of photos, and you can choose where. There we go. So you can make a collage effect. And that is all the new features on the Lumia 925 device.